I'm nervous. I'm really nervous this morning, and I'm nervous and anxious about things that contradict each other. Today, if you don't know, is the opening of our nursery sale, and this is when you can go online and you can order stuff through local line. But I am nervous that, here's our big sale, we're open for business, and we don't sell anything. Now, conversely, I am also worried that we open for business and like we have a crazy run on all of our plants and everything is like on the verge of selling out right away. So I guess in this video, we're gonna find out exactly what happens during this nursery sale.
The seedling sale started like 2 hours ago. When I woke up, we opened up for orders, but any order that people have to make, the soonest pickup date is 3 days later. So that gives me 3 days. If we get 100 orders, people want them ready Saturday morning, I have 3 days to get it prepared. So today I need to prepare for picking all those orders tomorrow and chaos. The first problem we need to find a solution for today is I'm out of space. I have too many plants. I need to figure out a spot to put our personal dahlias so I can get the dinner plate dahlias that we're selling into this greenhouse. So we gotta go get creative. These are my dahlias, and these are the ones I have to get into the greenhouse.
It's hard to know the thing that... Oh, yeah! Oh, Sam, you're strong. Let's see if I can carry it. Oh, that's so light. I can probably carry that. Oh, yeah, that's not too heavy. This is not too heavy. It's actually kind of light. Oh, looks like Sam's having trouble.
You having trouble with it, Sam? You got it.
Yeah, I'm in grade 1 and there's less than 50 days until I'm in grade 2. Yeah. Oh, you're strong, Sam. I can also pick this up.
This is the second morning of our seedling sale, and I wanted to give you a little recap of how sales went yesterday. Yesterday we did something around 25 orders, and that was for just over $1,000. It was close to $1,100. We had an average sale that was like $58, right around that sort of range. So that is one of the reasons that I am super excited about the seedling sale, is because you know, that could be 15 customers at a farmer's market, $58. When we sent out our email for this shopping list, a lot of it ended up in people's spam boxes, or people were saying that they didn't receive them. 25 people that did order from us already might only be a small fraction of the 300 or so emails that we got. As soon as we kind of get on top of everything, we're gonna move forward and repost our ad. You know, this is our first substantial rain all spring. This is the first time we've gotten rain since the start of spring.
So at this point we have 25 orders. Really nervous that there was gonna be 100 orders for Saturday, because it takes a long time to grab those orders. But people actually picked a variety of pickup dates, kind of starting Saturday and going in until, you know, like next week. So I now don't have to be so rushed. You know, I'm not gonna be overselling, so I don't have to worry that I don't have the product that people have ordered, because I've done very specific inventories into the local line. I know I have it. I can now work at a pace that makes me feel not stressed, and I'm really happy. I know Ian, he told me that he's nervous that there's not enough. You know, I'm gonna roll my eyes. Because up until this point, he was telling me that he was nervous there was gonna be too many orders. So at this point, I'm, you know, not paying attention to anything he's nervous about when it comes to the seedling sale. But I'm really happy with that. I know we had 300 emails, and last year the conversion on the list, the email list, was 50%. And then, you know, if it's seeming like that's it, the email list has made their orders, then we're gonna move on to advertising. I think there's a good chance that we'll definitely do what we did last year. But first, coffee. This greenhouse doesn't have anything for the nursery sale in it. This greenhouse is our flower farm, so I figured I should show it off to you guys. All of this is the zinnias and the cosmos. I got snapdragons. What else do I got in here? I got celosia, I got sunflowers up here. I got some really cool stuff that I was experimenting with this year. This is something that dries really nicely, really funky, really cool. And I was like, I don't know, is it gonna germinate? I've never grown it before, but look at that, it's growing great, doing super good.
But what is it?
It's called Winged Everlasting.
That's the variety, or
That's the name.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, I know you've never heard of it. It's because you don't listen to me when I talk about things. All right, look at this. This is my Baptisia, my yellow Baptisia that Sunflower Steve sent over to me, and it's growing really good. These were in the mail. These were in damp sand in the mail for like 5 weeks. And it seemed very likely that they would have either germinated or rotted by the time they showed up. But apparently they were just perfectly stratified, ready to grow, because they're doing great. This is cool. So this is celosia, and they have such crazy bright colors. But when they're just these little babies, you can really see the color.
It's quite the companion you have there. Did you ask for his consent before you picked him up?
Oh, he definitely.
Is he consenting?
He's consenting. Yesterday, I moved almost everything that we're gonna be selling for the seedling sale into this greenhouse. I flipped everything to make it as easy as possible for me to pick orders, come out here, get everything ready. So today, I need to start getting those orders organized. If we sold absolutely everything, I think that we had about $12,000 worth of product. You know, but that's like everything. So last year we did $7,000. So if we can do that again, I'd be really happy.
Nursery sale is really going to benefit from us having that roadside stand in the future. And that's where, you know, that and then the big greenhouse are where the actual jump in sales will come.
One thing I am definitely going to be doing from now forward is using this craft paper for the paper pots. I'm really, really excited how nice and professional using this clean paper makes the paper pots look.
Put that cat down and back to chorin.
Ian has been hard at work getting this area back here prepared. This is one of the areas that we really struggle with. It is so weedy, so much grass up here that we've decided we are just not growing without plastic. And then this is becoming our perennial flowers area. Last year, we started doing some of that up here. All this landscape fabric that is down here, this is where we planted liatris. We had lilies planted in here. And now, an entire year later, we flipped up this bed. The lilies have spread so much, it was getting difficult to get them to come back up through the holes. And you can see there's not much grass in there. The weeds have really been controlled. So the plan is we have it down for a couple of years. It helps us fight that just nasty, nasty grass. Then we can lift it off, and then we don't have to put in a million hours of hand weeding grass. Can't eat the grass. What we are trying to avoid is this. You probably don't know what's going on here because this is a big weedy grass mess, but this is actually my yarrow bed in the center here where you can see no yarrow, and then strawberries. And we just can't have this. It's too much grass. It's chaos. So the plan is we are gonna take this landscape fabric, we are gonna spread it out, we are gonna burn holes, and then all of that mess, all of that yarrow is gonna get planted in here, and we can start cleaning up.
When this farm is kind of like at that 5-year vision, this is gonna be one of the most beautiful spots on the whole farm. Oh, Sam, good work.
So we've talked about it, and the plan is we're gonna have 3-foot beds, and we're gonna burn 5 holes across. So that's like about 9-inch spacing, and then every 6 inches. We think that'll be plenty of space. The yarrow can be happy in there for a couple of years, but still tight enough that we can fit a bunch in. Okay, it's done. So now now we can just, whenever we have time next, after we do the seedling sale stuff, we have our next job all lined up and ready to go. Fill in these holes we just made.
And I have something I have to do for the seedling sale right now. I need to clean up our carport so we have a space to merchandise all the orders. There's a police helicopter across the hill that kept circling over the top of their property. So I'm pretty sure that the cops finally found out that our prices are so low, it's like you're stealing! So you need to come on down to Crazy Ian's Productorium, where we have all your product needs at prices so low that you might get charged with a felony.
You're going to jail.
What you got hiding in that greenhouse?
I'll show you what I got! Are you looking for one of these? Well, we got that! These prices are crazy! We're dropping prices. $10 too high? How about $8? How about $1?
Low price.
Oh wait, that's too low. How about $4? I don't even know what this is! Don't tell your mama about these prices, cause mama didn't raise no thief. So get on your bike and ride down to Ian's Productorium. We've got all your product needs. We got ox hearts and Pop-Tarts, Brussels sprouts and existential doubts.
I am grabbing tomatoes. I'm picking orders. This is the reason why we needed the website, because this part takes a very long time. So here's the tomatoes and peppers for one small, or I guess medium-sized order. My plan at this point is I'm gonna pick tomatoes, peppers, get those organized, and then tomorrow I'm gonna pick the soil blocks to finish up the orders and have them ready to go. That way, so everything that I'm doing in here is all in here. I'm not running back and forth across the farm. But yeah, I'm probably gonna go until dark. And then I'm gonna go to bed and I'm gonna do it all over again.
Charming the leaders of each planet we visited while my father led the scavenge.
Sneaking up on me.
Death.
Yep.
Lasman.
How's it going?
Pretty good.
What are you up to?
I'm watering my bits and pieces.
Not very much left in here.
No, but these are my emergency, oh my god, we're gonna sell too many seedling things, and they're getting really big.
There.
I'm really happy.
You're like an embarrassed cat right now.
Good. What I have going on here is that I've labeled these baskets and I've picked the peppers and the tomatoes for everyone's order. And I have a couple days worth of orders here. The sales have been going really well. I think we're at 46 sales so far, and today is Friday, so that means it's been running for 3 days. It's crazy how easy it's feeling to do the seedling sale right now. The weekend's gonna be busy, you know, tomorrow's gonna be a busy day. We gotta get up, we got to get the orders out, we gotta be ready for people coming by. You know, there will probably be questions that people have to ask as they stop by to pick up their stuff. So the weekend is definitely gonna be busy, but the picking of this orders it's flowing really nicely, and so far I'm really happy. Get it? So I have all this yellow flower. I thought that this was Sweet William that I seeded to overwinter, but apparently it was a weed. But it, you know, this it's really pretty. I think it can work really well as a filler So my plan is I'm gonna cut all this out and then use it for filler for the tulips, because it's pretty much the only thing that's ready to be harvested.
It's nice and tall.
Yeah, waste not, want not. And then I also have this like fleshy, succulent, white one. So what I'm doing is, this is the night before I'm gonna sell it, right? So I'm gonna strip off a bunch of these leaves and I'm gonna let them rest in water. And when you do that, that's called like hydrating your stems. And then tomorrow morning, I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna pick the tulips because I want the tulips to be as fresh as possible. So then I will, I'll pick the tulips, add in some of this, and then they'll instantly be ready to go, is the plan. Because we're gotta try to sell those flowers.
I'm kind of sad to see the tulips go. Team Flower wants flowers on the farm.
There's gonna be lots of flowers on the farm. Most of them are fully open, so I can't pick them to sell. Yeah. I saw something in here that was like so adorable. It was violets, but then the violets were like this big. Next week, we're gonna have bachelor buttons. These are like ready. It's pretty exciting.
You're excited about bachelor buttons?
This early.
That's a very spring.
Beginning of May. I'll hate them by like the last week of May. I'm pretty excited about the snapdragons. Like the idea that we could overwinter them in a greenhouse and have them, like end of May would be like incredible. Definitely, they'd probably be worth buying a greenhouse for them.
It's beautiful, but is it a tulip or rose? I don't know. Tell me.
It's a tulip.
What? How is it a tulip?
What I'm looking for here isn't flowers, right? Because these flowers are actually done. What I'm looking for is more like a young branch that has no flowers, because I'm looking for greenery, right? The tulips are gonna be the flowers. These leaves are gonna look really pretty in the bouquets. And they keep fairly good. I'm not too worried about anything about these trees because we're gonna cut them down this year. So they can all be filler for me. Every last branch. So far, the seedling sale has been going very successfully. We have sold, like 4 or 5 in-person sales, and everyone except for one person has already picked up their order. But no one's bought these beautiful tulips yet. What is with that? Pretty classic. No one wants to buy my flowers. Better complain about it. Local Line has been sending us a money total for the day's orders every day, and at this point we're like well over $2,000 without even including any sort of additional in-person sales. So we're nicely on track, and we will pretty soon start advertising, and Mother's Day is the big day, and I expect there's going to be a bunch of people wanting to buy in person on Mother's Day. Buy my flowers, buy my flowers.
What?
You are quite the sales lady.
I only have one more bouquet left.
Right, you only have one bouquet left to sell. You sold them all.
I like your sign.
No, picture while I was waiting
Let's see. I like it.
All this money I got.
You got a lot of money there.
Well, we've come to the end. Our first day of seedling sales. I wanted to have all the flowers ready for when people came so that they got tempted to bring home flowers with them as well, and I didn't get them done in time. So then we only ended up selling one of the bouquets by the afternoon, and no one else was planning on coming by, so Leah took all the flowers and set herself up at our front gate, and within an hour and a half, she'd sold them all. It's pretty incredible how well things are going at this point. We've probably got about $2,500 worth of orders in. At no point have I felt overwhelmed, and at no point has Ian even really needed to help me out. I've been able to do what last year took the two of us scrambling desperate to do easily in a day. Now, just Ian, you started this video saying that you were super nervous, so where are you at now?
Well, I took a little nap, so I feel a lot better. I am no longer nervous. I feel good. I think the sale is going perfectly. You know, we made, like you said, $2,500 in sales already. The workflow seems to be going, and it doesn't really seem like we're ever going to be completely overwhelmed and so busy that it's crazy. We're just gonna be able to like work through this period like normal. So, yeah, I think that this is really good.
Well, now that you're happy with how everything is going and you feel like everything's completely under control, I think it's time to start opening up the floodgates and advertising for Mother's Day, because it's time to start getting you overwhelmed.